Hi guys, it's ShishKebabber1 coming right back at you with an all-new Boom Beach video. Well, day 1 of Warship Season 33, Bite the Bullet, has begun. And, as you can see, we've hit gold, ladies and gentlemen. What did we do? We followed the plan we said we were going to do, pretty much. Here is the base. I wouldn't recommend copying it. I just threw this down in the opener and made a few little tweaks as I was doing things. But basically, I don't necessarily recommend this base. It's probably already way outdated. But let's jump into the tech tree. That's the best place to start. This video, first of all, just going to be some replays, just going to be a recap. I'm not going to do any live hits right now because I'm, farming, waiting for the next chest. You know how these things go, ladies and gentlemen. So, as you see here, we've maxed our gunboat and our landing craft. We've got max machine guns, max rifles. Rifles, in fact, are our bread and butter. Bullet is rank 1, just like we said he might be. Cannons are rank 4, and flares, of course, are rank 3. A lot of these things were done with certain tech requirements in mind at certain times, especially like the cannons. Whatever, that's just why things look a little weird. But we've got Barrage Max. Now, this is something I didn't quite have worked out at the time I shot the last video. I wasn't trying to mislead you guys, but as it turns out, who was it? I think it was Cobra Bomber in Sugar Ship. We were chatting about the season before it came out, and he was mentioning the possibility of going to 4ER and using max barrage and weak artillery to take out an ER, and it's a little bit cheaper on GBE. And as it turns out, when we went in and looked at the costs, it's actually a little bit cheaper in costs overall, but it did require us to spend a little bit more up front. Bottom line is, we made that adjustment and we maxed our barrage, and it made a little bit of a tougher stretch getting into 4ER. Because we had to spend tech in different places because we'd already spent it in the barrage. That was probably a mistake, but it doesn't matter. And we did not initially max troop damage. Moving forward, we just got up to the med kit. Now, the mortars are maxed, of course, good value, and they hurt stuff. The troop damage was maxed later. After we got into 4ER, we had to get like a rank chest or something, and we ended up getting in there and able to get artillery, basically. We've got this up to rank 3. After we were in there, we were playing around a little bit. We still had some keys and tokens available, and we were trying to figure out which way to go. Because this is basically the point I said we would get to, is the artillery, and then, take a pulse and figure out which way to go. So I played several matches, tried to figure out what was the best. Unfortunately, I kind of made a slightly wrong decision. In fact, we already went past it. I didn't mention it. We picked up mines. Now, mines aren't intrinsically bad. In fact, they're probably the second best choice I could have made. But the best choice I could have made, ladies and gentlemen, well, first of all, we did max out troop damage. That was the choice number 1. That was correct, okay? Maxing your troop damage at that point was absolutely correct because it gave more benefit to the time on the hits and the clearing, and it also made the riflemen more survivable. So that was absolutely correct. So the first choice, correct. Second choice, though, we unlocked the mines. We should have unlocked rocket choppers. Yes. Didn't quite see this one coming. Should have thought about it a little bit harder. I know Yo-Yo, Amir, he got it right. He was talking about this in his video, like he was looking at rocket choppers for one of his accounts. Looked like they would be really strong, at least for a period. And he's right. They are strong. Between 4 and 5, I think they're going to be pretty darn strong. So obviously mines didn't do anything for that. You know what I mean? I mean, mines aren't going to stop rocket choppers. But mines were really nasty against players that were doing stuff like I was with all rifles or, bombardiers. Or combination thereof. So, let's just take a look at the hits, I guess. Take a look at a couple of these. Yeah, you can see the log was getting kind of mixed at the end. I actually got right up to, I had one boss fight for 17. Yeah, lost it, of course, and it's kind of steadily started falling down because we started seeing more rocket chopper players. This is another reason why we stopped. Here's a 321. Let's take a look at this one. Obviously, we lost. This was a rocket chopper player. So you see, we're just dropping it like it's hot. We'll double time it. Oh, name of the game for the barrage artillery for 4ER is 2 barrage and 1 artillery with max barrage and the rank 3 artillery. I don't even think you need rank 3, but I just went ahead and upgraded it because it's good. I like to throw in a little bit at the end, too. If there's a little bit of extra GBE and we're going for that final Hail Mary, a little bit of extra artillery never hurts. So the name of the game is basically drop bullet, drop all the rifles, and clear junk. They got to get 2 ARs. I've got a BART 2. I mean, you know, like we said, take 2, BART 2. Yo, here's Alfredo's hit. But of course, let's see their hit, right? The one, it's a rocket chopper hit. And my base is horrible against rocket choppers. We need to redesign it for sure. Because, yeah, you just come up the right side. I mean, there's very little defense. I mean, I got machine guns, but that's hardly a defense. And, yeah, all the cannons are down there. So, you know. Yeah, we're going to have to work on the base defense a little bit. Like I said, do not copy this base. It was an initial base. I was tinkering with it while I was pushing, you know, and I was trying to get out of the gate quickly. And we did. I mean, we were up to like global 20 or something like that. Let's take a look at the hit I did on Alfredo, and I'll show you the hit he did on me. Of course, he took the right choice. He went rocket choppers. I did not get the email on that one. It's the problem when they start these things so late. I mean, it's late for Alfredo, too. I thought he had rocket choppers. Oh, this is me. Yeah, this is my hit. Yeah, so, you know, we're just dropping it from the ramp. Usually coming from the right ramp is almost always faster. Unless it's just a really ton of nasty stuff on the right ramp, I hardly ever come from the left ramp. It's another little pointer, I guess, with this style of hit. Let's take a look at Alfredo's hit with Mr. 332. I think he had one of the fastest times on my base. Oh, he used Warriors. Well, there you go. Smart move. Yeah, this is the problem. My base is not set up for Warriors or Rocket Choppers, so if I did encounter any of these players, they had a pretty good chance to beat me. And early on, I wasn't seeing as many of these types of players, but as things happen, they rise up, you know? Good tech rises. So it was probably a good time to go ahead and park. Let's take a look at this victory. I had a 323 versus this guy's 308. Oh, we went with the left side ramp drop. Why did we do that? Oh, yeah, because these ERs were close. Yeah, these ERs were close, so that's why I went for the left side. It was kind of a poor design, at least as I would classify it. So, you know, we're just farming, and we're getting that, you know, lovely barrage and artillery juice, and boom. We'll take a look at the hit he did. This is probably a more standard hit, because the person, uh-oh, forgot which one it was. Nope, this guy, right? Yeah. They probably ran into my mines. Okay, they got some bombardiers, some rifles. Going for the barrage, and they got artillery. But yeah, the name of the game is definitely Barrage Artillery, but, you know, I've seen some good stuff. I've seen a few anomalies. We've certainly seen the Warriors, like Alfredo, and he's not the only one. I've seen a few other players with the Warriors up here in 4ER. Rocket Choppers are strong, guys. Rocket Choppers are probably the main meta, at least right now. And, you know, without boom cannons coming for a while, they're going to be strong. It's just the players that have them up here at the top, they're doing this without shock bombs. And as it is right now, the defenses are still really weak, and I think they're able to get away with it, you know? But that won't be the case as bases start to get a little bit more nasty, I believe. Anyway, let's talk about looking forward, I guess, jumping back into the tree. So, yeah, from this point on, I think you know where we're going, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we're definitely looking to get rocket choppers next, unless something changes. But they're looking strong for a while. I should have focused on this a little bit more in my review of the tree. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. You can't get them all right. You know what I mean? Well, you could, but that's not going to happen. The point is, we're going for rocket choppers. Now, the only other thing that would be nice, we talked about it once upon a time, was that GBE node. And it is nice, but I still think the mines were a better choice than the GBE. But I just didn't think about rocket choppers enough. Another choice that I have seen some people make is down here on the Proto. It's an option. It's not one that I'm going to take. And we've seen a lot of good results initially with the flat SAM cannon. And it's for reasons like we were talking about before. It causes a lot of problems, like to riflemen, and it's usually a deterrent. It usually makes people just want to hit, from a different direction. So if you can force them onto the left ramp, that's a huge time savings already at 4ER. So flat SAM definitely has some early value. But again, rocket choppers, do you think rocket choppers care about those? No. In fact, the only one rocket choppers would possibly care about, of course, is the damage amp. Because, you need to amp defenses that can hit them. Mainly like sniper towers and machine guns. But of course, sniper towers are over here. We don't have freaking sniper towers. And because boom cannons come so late in this tree, these sniper towers have extra importance than they would otherwise. Because this is really your only defense. that can reach out and touch the rocket choppers before they can touch it. Cannons and rocket choppers have the same range. And I don't know if you noticed, but in that replay of, I think it was, no, it wasn't Alfredo. It was, I guess it was this opponent. Or was it Alfredo? No, he used Warriors. I don't even remember now. I guess it was this opponent. It doesn't matter, guys. The point is, he actually just flares my cannon. And they're not maxed, right? But I'm pretty sure even at a maxed player level, I'm sorry, max cannon level, you can still flare all your rocket choppers on the cannon, and assuming you haven't lost the delay on the cannon, I'm pretty sure they can kill it without it being able to get a shot off. So what I'm saying is, a bunch of sniper towers and possibly a damage amp might be a good quasi-defense against these rocket choppers. I don't know. We're just speculating. But again, we're trying to look forward, and I'm just telling you like the thoughts that are going through my head. But of course, we don't want to get our eyes off the prize, ladies and gentlemen, which of course is building health, right? Right. But I'm pretty sure to get there, we're going to want those rocket choppers. Otherwise, we're just going to not be in the higher meta, However, 32 keys is a little over 1.5 chests, right? Each chest right now in gold is 20 keys. So, can we get all those chests with rocket choppers to justify it? Maybe, but the other way to look at it is we might just need rocket choppers to hold on and stay in gold. And that's more what I'm looking at right now. So, yeah, I think we'll go rocket choppers. We're going to have to take another pulse from there. That's 2 chests. I'm hoping maybe, just maybe, we can get 17 when I go to collect the next chest. I doubt it, because I think there's going to be more players that have the more effective tech. But if we can, it'll be great, because then I can just get rocket choppers and start cruising on. Let's see where things are globally right now. Commander J. Doom, big shout out. Global number 1. Let's spy on your base, sir. So we see he's got the 50% troop damage, and he's got very few defenses. The one that he has that's really nice, though, is the Shock Blaster. That's definitely going to be anti-rocket chopper. So that does create a problem for the players that he's up against. And that node, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is a different one. I thought we weren't looking at it. It is this one, right? No. This one. Yeah. The one right next to the rocket chopper. So that does make an interesting choice. But man, that's one heck of a detour. That is one heck of a detour. I mean, he's Global 1, guys. Now, just because Global 1 takes these paths doesn't mean that we have to, because again, they do play in their own meta, but we're not too far off. I mean, earlier we were up to like Global 28 or something. I know we've dropped from there now. In fact, where are we? 57. But, we're not that far away is the point. But that's still 3 ranks away, right? 17, 18, and 19. So, I mean, he's got 3 more chests than we do. That is very impressive. Let's take a look at Global number 2. 40% on the troop damage. Interesting choice. I wonder where he spent his tech. Maybe he's got max artillery or something. But yeah, very few defenses, and you got cannons all along the periphery, obviously to help guard against those rocket choppers. And we're also looking at these bases to get inspirations for how we might want to go about creating a new one. I'm not going to copy theirs because again, these guys, they're probably playing primarily just rocket chopper players. I know I'll be fighting a mix. Well, I think I will. Let's take a look at Dr. Mandy. Played him earlier, GG. He cleaned my clock with his rocket choppers, of course. I believe he had rocket choppers. He's got the shock mine. So yeah, he's got his eye on the prize. He's looking to go to 5 ER and building health would be my guess. So, that's the name of the game, right? Especially up at the top. So, you got a lot of people thinking, well, hey, I'm 18. Let's just go to 5 ER, get that building health. And you got people like Commander J. Doom saying, well, you know what? I want to be even better. And, I'm going to go ahead and grab that proto and then probably go to 5. So these are all the choices people have to make, And that's why there's never just one path for everybody. But hey, be sure to let me know in the comments how you like the season so far, how it's been going, what your plans are, whatever. If you got any questions, just let me know. I'll try to get to them and answer them. But with that, we're going to wrap it up. Hope you guys have a super fantastic, awesome rest of your day. And remember, like always, be kind to others. Because if you're not, you're just being mean, and mean people suck. Have a great day.